and suddenly coming from around the grove of trees toward me. And as they trotted across the grass lit up with light from their hooves. And there were three of the most magnificent horses coming toward me. Now, I had never studied the Bible. I had no idea at that time that when Jesus comes back, he'll be riding a white horse. It's in the Bible. I know this is real. I wasn't imagining it. I wasn't hallucinating. And so I was able to look. And I didn't know at that time that I wasn't being allowed to stay. You have to remember that. And people say to me, "Did you see your family?" No, I did not. It was explained to me that later that I could not set foot in the heavenly city, but they would show me the heavenly city. So anyway, to see the halls of knowledge, the halls of wisdom, how heaven is laid out. And there was one building that stood out among all the rest. This particular building glowed with a light that had a warmth to it. And I asked what building that was, and I was stunned when they said, "That is the nursery." I responded, "Nursery in heaven?" And they said, "Yes, James, this is where the souls of aborted children, or children who die in their innocence from disease, or come back here. And each soul is so precious to God that they're cared for." I had no idea how this part of the story would have such an effect on women who have lost children, or who have had to have an abortion at a time in their life when they had no other option. And it's been a blessing to explain to these parents that their child lives. And I realized I hadn't seen my guardian for a while. So I turned to look for him, and I saw him, and he was about no more than maybe 40, 50 feet away on a small rise. And but when I looked, he was bent over, almost in a kneeling position, and was holding up a book. And facing him was a more magnificent figure than even the angels, but I couldn't see the face. And I took note of the book that the guardian had taken out of his sleeve. And it was as thin as a cheap roadside diner menu. And suddenly the awareness came over me that what the guardian was holding was the book of my life.